Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So we have CSIR net exam in quite a few days, and I know many of you are afraid about general aptitude part. You must be thinking that how to do questions from general aptitude. I have always emphasized on this that at least there are 4-5 questions which you can simply do just by applying some logical reasoning in the question, just by reading the question properly. You can simply do 4 to 5 questions. But yet there are certain questions which require mathematics, which require mathematical formula to do. And trust me, we all have studied this math. This is not like something rocket science. It's not like something of advanced level mathematics. It's all basics. It's all like class 8th, 9th, 10th mathematics. Okay, but the only problem is that we don't have, like, we have not recalled it, or we have not studied it for long back. So that's why we have forgotten the formulas and we are not able to apply them in the exam. So in this video, I am going to bring all the important formula, all the formula from mathematics part of general aptitude which you need to solve questions. And like from this video itself, from this single video, you are at least going to get 3 to 4 questions directly from mathematics. Just by applying this formula, you can solve those questions. You can check out previous year's question paper and you will find that there are like only these formulas are required. Like you can simply do around 4 to 5 simple general aptitude type of general aptitude questions. You can even do more if you combine 2-3 formulas together. You can do more than that number of questions. But yeah, at least by just one step you can do 4 to 5 questions. So that's why this video is so important. And if you are preparing for CSIR net exam, if you are giving CSIR net exam, please do watch this video carefully. I will also link I will also give you the download link in the description of this video, because I just want all of you to have this formula so that you don't regret in the exam that, oh, this formula I don't know. Okay, so here goes important formula for solving general aptitude portion part A. Okay, it is going to contain all the mathematics portion formulas. So let's start with it. Let's continue with our video now. Alright, so I'll start from the algebra part. From the algebra, there are questions which are asked where you have to take sum of n natural numbers. Let's say if they ask you to take sum of first 11 natural numbers, or sum of first 10 natural numbers, any number it can be 99 natural numbers, first 99 natural numbers. So natural numbers, I guess you all know, natural number starts from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are natural numbers except 0. So and negative numbers. So these are all natural numbers. So if they are asking you to find out sum of 10 natural numbers, so you have to put n is equals to 10. Whatever number of natural numbers they are asking, n will be that value, and the formula is n plus 1 upon 2. And in that way you will be able to find out sum of first n natural numbers. Now they might also ask you the sum of first square of first n natural number. It is like 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square and so on. They can ask you to find out sum of first 5 square of natural number. So it will go like this. So either you can solve and add them, or you can simply put over here and do it. Okay, so n will be the number of natural numbers which they are asking. If they are asking for 5 natural numbers, n will be 5. If they are asking for 100 natural numbers, n will be 100. Okay, so n is the number of natural numbers which they are asking in the question to find out the sum of. Then sum of cubes of first n natural numbers. It is like 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube and plus so on. Okay, it can be any number. It can be 100, first 100 natural number, cube of first 100 natural numbers. So it will be like n plus 1 upon 2 ka whole square. Okay, so that's what the formula is. Sum of first n odd numbers will be n square. Okay, so sum of odd numbers you can simply find out by like 1 square, sum of first n odd numbers, right? So it will be like 1 plus odd, right? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 and so on. Okay, so that will be n square. So if they are asking to find out sum of 3 odd natural numbers, so it will be like 3k square, that will be 9, and you can check out by adding them you will get 9. Okay, average of any number or any items or any property or anything which this is given is simply the sum of those items divided by the number of items. So there are 5 numbers. If you have to take average of them, add them, divided by 5. Okay, so that's how we find out average. Okay, the next set of formulas for AP or arithmetic progression. So in this you can have a series. Let's say if we have 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus so on. So here you can see that every number over here, or it's not sum, let's say the numbers are like this: 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. So if you see these numbers are divided, or they are separated by each other by a equal number of difference, that is 3, right? So there is a difference of 3 in them. So if this is going to be called as the first term, that is A, denoted by A, and D is called as the common difference. So for this series, your A will be 2 and D will be 3, because there is a difference of 3. So in that case, to find out the nth term of this AP, this is called arithmetic progression. So if you want to find out the 11th term of this, or the 50th term of this, so if you just keep on doing it, and after 50 times writing it, what will be the number? So that will be given by A plus n minus 1 into D, where n will be the number of term which they are asking. If they are asking 10th term, so n will be 10. If they are asking 100th term, so n will be 100 and so on. Okay. Sum of first n terms will be given by n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Again, n will be the number of terms which they are asking sum for. So if they are asking to find out the sum of first 4 numbers, so you can just put n is equals to 4 here, and a will be 2 here for this series, and d will be 3. Okay. So it depends upon the series, and that's how you can do series related questions. Or it can also be calculated with this formula, which says that sum of n terms is equals to n upon 2 first term plus last term. So in case if you know the last term, you can use this formula as well to find it out. Okay, next thing is called geometric progression. Now in the geometric progression, the numbers will be like the divisible of something. Let's say like they will have something, they will be having a first term a, and they will be having a common ratio. Here a ratio will be there. Okay. So for example, if you have 2, then 10, then 50, and then you have 250 and so on. Okay, so it's like that. So if you see, every time if you find out the ratio of it, or common ratio, what you have to do, you have to just divide 2 terms and you will get that. So 10 divided by 2 will give you 5, 50 divided by 50 divided by 10 will give you 5, then 250 divided by 50 will give you 5. So that means the common ratio in this case is 5. So 5 is the ratio which we have. So R will be 5 for this case, and A will be 2 in this case. Okay. So nth term, if you want to find out, the formula is A R to the power n minus 1. Alright. Sum of the first n terms is A in the mod is 1 minus R to the power n divided by 1 minus R. R is the ratio, A is the first term, n is the term which they are asking for. Okay, now let's talk about permutation and combination related formulas. So NPR, that means permutation of n number, n will be the total number of terms, R will be what they are asking for, is given by n factorial upon n minus R factorial. NPN is equals to n factorial, NP1 is equals to n. So these are formula related to permutation. For combinations, NCR is equals to n factorial upon R factorial into n minus R factorial. Then NC1 is equals to n, NC0 is equals to 1, and that is also equals to NCN. Then NCR is equals to NCN minus R. That means if you are calculating 10C2, this will be equal to 10C8. Both of them are going to give you the same value. Okay, and if you want to calculate any combination in terms of permutation, it is like if you want to find out 10C2, it can be done as 10P2 divided by 2 factorial. So that's also one of the way of doing it. Okay. Now here is a very good example, or you can say application of this combination and permutation. It says that in order to find out the number of diagonals in a geometric figure with n sides, this is given by formula NC2 minus n, okay, where n will be the number of sides in it. For example, if you want to find out the number of diagonals in, let's say, rectangle, okay, we all know it's 2, so you can calculate by this. So number of sides in a rectangle is 4. You can use this formula to do that. Or if you want to find out number of diagonals in a hexagon, so number of sides are 6. So let's see how many diagonals we have. Let's count them. So 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal from this side. From this vertex also 3 diagonals will be there. So till now we got 6 diagonals in all. This is the 7th diagonal. This is the 8th diagonal. From here one more we will get, that is 9. So total 9 diagonals are there in this hexagon. Let's verify from this. So it will be 6C2 minus 6. So 6C2 means is 6 factorial upon 2 factorial into 6 minus 2 factorial, and minus 6. So if you solve this, numerator will remain 6 factorial. I can write down 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, and divided by 2 factorial will be 2 into 1, and this will become 4 factorial. So this and this is going to get cancelled out. On solving this will be 3 times, so 3 into 5 is 15, minus 6 will give me 9. So that is verified. Okay, so you can use this formula to find out the number of diagonals if it is asked. Okay, the next set of formulas or next set of like notes which we have is to test the divisibility. So if a number is divisible by 2 or not, in order to check that, if it ends with an even number, in that case, if it ends with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, in that case it will be divisible by 2. Now if a number is divisible by 3 or not, so what you have to do, you have to add that number. For example, if I ask that 216, is it divisible by 3 or not, what you have to do, just add 2 plus 1 plus 6, it will give us 9, and if 9 is divisible by 3, then it will be divisible by 3. So simple. Okay, to check whether a number is divisible by 4 or not, so you have to see if the number found by the last 2 digit is divisible by 4 or not. So if I give you 2, 1, 5, 7, 8, and if I ask you whether it is divisible by 4 or not, you have to see the last 2 digit, that is 78. So whether 78 is divisible by 4 or not. So if you see that, so 4 1 times is 4, 38, it is not divisible, right? So 9 point something, you will get some remainder over here, so it's not divisible. So this number is also not going to be divisible by 4. Whether a number is divisible by 5 or not, it's pretty simple. If it ends with 5 or 0, it is divisible by 5. Next, if a number is divisible by 6 or not, so if the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then only it will be divisible by 6. Not just by 2, just by 3, it has to be divisible by 2 as well as by 3, by both of them, then only it will be divisible by 6. Okay, next, if a number is divisible by 8 or not, so you have to see the last 3 digits, whether they are divisible by 8, they are divisible by 8 or not. So just like this was the number 21578, so you have to take, if this is the number, let's say 21578, you have to see the last 3 digit 578. You have to now check whether it is divisible by 8 or not. If it is divisible, then the number will also be divisible. Okay, so do let me know in the comment section whether it is divisible or not. Okay, the next is that if a number is divisible by 9 or not. So if the sum of the digit is divisible by 9, then it will be divisible by 9. Same rule as of 3. Next, a number is divisible by 10 or not. So last unit should be 0. So it should end with 0. Next, if the number is divisible by 11 or not. So if the difference of the sum of its digit at odd places and sum of its digit at even places is divisible by 11. So let's have this number 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's see whether this number is divisible by 11 or not. So first of all, see the numbers at the odd places, add them out. So 1 plus 1 plus 3, and see the numbers at even places. So 0 plus 2. So here you will get 4, here you will get 2. So if the difference of the sum of its digit, so take the difference of both of them. So 4 minus 2 will give us 2. So is 2 divisible by 11? No. Okay, so it says if the sum of digits at odd places and sum of digits at even places, if you take the difference of them, and if it is divisible by 2, in that case the number is also divisible by 11. Let's take a number which we know just to verify it. So let's say 121, is it divisible by 11 or not? So see the numbers at odd places. So we have 1 plus 1, and the number at even places is 2. So 2 minus 2 is giving us 0. 0 is a number which is divisible by 11. So that's why 121 will also be divisible by 11. Simple, right? Now here are set of formulas for percentages. So if A is R% more than B, then B is less than by A by this much value. Okay, so it's very it looks complicated, but it's very simple. If it says that, if let's say if 100 is 5% more than let's say 200, okay, then 200 is less than A by how much value? Or you can say that 200 is less than 100 by what value? So you have to just put here, that is 5 upon 100 plus 5 into 100. Just solve it up and you will get your answer. Okay, so that percentage, in percentage it will give you. Okay, so this will give you answer in percent. Similarly, if A is R% less than B, then B is more than A by this much percent. Okay, these are all in percentage. Next is, if the price of a commodity increases by R%, then the reduction in the consumption not to increase the expenditure. These type of questions are asked. Okay, so if the price of something is increased by 5% or 10%, and recently since GST has been implemented and so many things have raised their prices, they might ask these type of questions. So if the price of a certain commodity has increased by particular percentage, then the reduction in the consumption, this means how much we should reduce the consumption of it so that our expenditure should not change, the expenditure should remain same. So that is given by this much percent. Okay, so everything is in percent over here. So R upon R 100 plus R percent. Similarly, if the price of a commodity is decreased by certain percent, then it's increase in consumption. How much we should consume more so that the expenditure should not decrease, expenditure should remain same. For that we have this formula R upon 100 minus R into 100. Okay. Next we have formula related to profit and loss. So gain, in order to calculate gain, we have selling price minus cost price. To find out loss, we have cost price minus selling price. Gain percentage is calculated as gain into 100 upon cost price. Loss percentage is calculated as loss into 100 upon cost price. Then selling price is equals to 100 plus gain percent divided by 100 into cost price. And selling price in terms of loss is calculated as 100 minus loss percent divided by 100 into cost price. Next set of formula is for time and work. So if A can do a piece of work in n number of days, then how much work A can do in one day? So that will be 1 by n. If A and B together can work for n number of days, then A plus B means together how much work they have done in one day. So that is again 1 by n. Okay. If A is twice as good workman as B, then the ratio of work done by A and B is 2:1. Means if A does something twice as better than B, then what is the percentage of their work done? So that will be 2:1. Okay, next is pipe and cistern related question. So it says if a pipe can fill a tank in X hours, then the part of tank filled in 1 hour. So 1 hour, how much tank will be filled? 1 by X part of the tank will be filled. Then if a pipe can empty a full tank in Y hours, then the part emptied in 1 hour is 1 by Y. Now next is if a pipe can fill a tank in X hour and another pipe can empty the full tank in Y hours, then on opening both the pipes, the net part which is going to be filled is this is given as 1 by X minus 1 by Y. Okay, and remember Y should be greater than X, otherwise the formula will be reversed, 1 by Y minus 1 by X. And the net part which is emptied in 1 hour, so that will be 1 by Y minus 1 by X. Okay, if X is greater than Y. So both these conditions are given to you. Next is time and distance related question. Simple formulas. Distance is equals to speed into time. 1 km per hour can be converted into meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18, and 1 meter per second can be converted into kilometer per hour by multiplying with 18 by 5. Now suppose a man covers a certain distance at x km per hour and an equal distance at y km per hour, then the average speed during the whole journey will be 2xy divided by x plus y. These are very simple and straightforward questions which are asked from here. Okay, now problems on train, these are very much asked. Okay, so time taken by train x meter long. So let's say the length of the train is given to you and it passes through a signal post or a pole or a standing man. So in case if you are given with something which is linear, like a pole, a person, something which is very thin, okay, in that case the time taken by the train to cover x meters, okay, then the time taken by the train to cover x meter will be the same. Okay, so because here your distance will be equal to the length of train. Okay, length of train is going to be equal to the distance which you have to cover for when it is going to pass through a certain person or certain pole or something. Next, if the time taken by train x meter long passing through a stationary object of length y meter, so it can be your platform, it can be anything of length y meters. So in that case your distance will be equal to length of train plus length of object. Okay, so x plus y will be the distance in this case. Now suppose that two trains are moving in the same direction, okay, with u km per hour and v km per hour, such that u is greater than v, then the relative speed will be u minus v. Okay, that will be the relative speed. Now let's say if the two trains are running x kilometer and y kilometer are moving in the same direction, okay, at u km per hour and v km per hour. where u is greater than v, then the time taken by the faster train to cross the slower train is this much. So this is pretty simple. Let's say there is a train whose length is x kilometer or x meters. Let's say a train which is 100 meter long, and there is a train which is 120 meter long. They are moving in the same direction. In the same direction they are moving, like one is moving in this direction, the other one is also moving in the same direction. The speed of first train is u, the speed of second train is v. In that case, the time taken by the faster train, because faster train will cross the slower train, how much time it will take? It will take x plus y, which is the length of these trains divided by their difference of speed. Okay. Now the next is, suppose two trains are moving in opposite direction at u km/h, then their relative speed will be added up, u plus v. And same, if the two trains of length x kilometer and y kilometer are moving in the opposite directions at u km/h and v km/h, then the time taken by trains to cross each other will be x plus y upon u plus v. So in this case their relative speed is u plus v, that's why this is what we have. So in this case same condition is there, just in this case both the trains are moving towards each other with their speeds. Okay, so after this I hope you will be able to do all the questions from your train related thing. Okay, next is simple and compound interest. So if P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and N is the number of time period or number of years. So simple interest can be calculated as P into N into R upon 100. Compound interest will be calculated as P into 1 plus R upon 100 into N minus P. And total amount will be principal plus interest, which you will get at the end of the tenure. Okay, let's look upon some logarithmic related properties. So if you have log x means if the log base and the number both are same, it will be equal to 1. So that's why log 10 is equals to 1, or log e is equals to 1, or we also write it down as ln e is equals to 1, because ln is natural log base e. Log x base 1 is equals to 0. So log 1 is always 0. Okay. If you have log x into y, it is log x plus log y. If you have log x upon y, it can be written as log x minus log y. If you have log base a into x, it can be written as 1 upon log base x into a, xa. Okay, so this is called base changing formula. Okay, then if you have log x to the power p, it will be written as p log x. If you have log ax, it can be written as log bx divided by log ba. Okay, that means if you have log base 10, let's say 15, it can be written as log base 15 divided by log base 10, something like that. Okay, logarithmic for base 1 does not exist. So base 1 cannot happen. Okay, next set of formula for shape and their area and perimeter. So for circle area is pi r square, perimeter is 2 pi r. For square, area is side square, perimeter is 4 into side. For rectangle, area is length into breadth, and perimeter is 2 length plus breadth. Area of triangle is equals to half base into height. Remember that this can only be applicable if there is a height at 90 degree which is there. Area of a triangle for all the sides given is calculated as Heron's formula. This is given by s minus a, s minus b, s minus c under root of that, where s is sum of a plus b plus c divided by 2. What are a, b and c? These are the sides of triangle. Okay, a, b and c are the length of sides of triangle. Area of parallelogram is calculated as base into height. Area of rhombus is half into product of diagonals. Then area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Then area of quadrilateral is equals to half into the diagonal and multiplied by the sum of the sides. Area of hexagon is equals to 6 into under root 3 by 4 side square. Remember that this much under root 3 by 4 side square is also area of equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle. Area of a ring is given by pi capital R square minus small r square, where capital R and small r are the outer and inner radii of the ring. That means if this is a ring, so this outer radii will be capital R, small r will be inner radii. Okay, let's talk about volume and surface area. So volume of a cube, like for cube, if a be the length of each edge, then volume of the cube is a cube, surface area is 6a square, and the diagonal of this is given by root 3a. For cuboid, if L is the length, B is the breadth, and H is the height of cuboid, then the volume is length into breadth into height. Surface area is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, and diagonal is calculated as under root L square plus B square plus H square. For cylinder, if this is a cylinder, let's say, and if the height of the cylinder is h and the radius of the cylinder is small r, the volume is given by pi r square h, curved surface area is given by 2 pi r h, total surface area is given by 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. If let's say we have a cone in which the height of the cone is given by h, okay, this is the cone and this is the height of the cone, okay, from here to here, and this is the radius of the cone, and this is called as lateral like slant height, is called slant height, okay. Then L square is equals to h square plus r square. This is how you can calculate the slant height. Volume is given as 1 by 3 pi r square h, curved surface area is given by pi rl, total surface area is pi rl plus pi r square. Let's talk about a sphere. If r is the radius of the sphere, volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. For hemisphere, volume will be given as 2 by 3 pi r cube, curved surface area will be 2 pi r square, and total surface area will be 3 pi r square. For prism, the volume will be equal to area of base multiplied by height. Alright, so these were the formula. I have tried to cover almost all the type of formula which we get in a general aptitude part. I hope that after watching this video you will recall all the formulas and you will be able to do questions related to them when it will come in the exam. All right, so that's it from my side. Thank you so much for watching. Please do let me know in the comment section below if I missed any formula which was very important for the exam perspective, or what is your opinion about this video. So do let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care. Hey guys, so I teach live on Unacademy Plus platform. Here I teach for the CSIR UGC NET category, and you can follow me over here for regular classes. You can access my free classes as well as my paid classes on this particular platform. The classes which are free, you can get that under the section of special classes, whereas in order to access my paid classes, paid live classes, you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. So do make sure that you take the Unacademy Plus subscription to access all my paid classes, which are quite organized. The whole syllabus is being completed over there and the classes are quite regular over there. So make sure that you take Unacademy Plus subscription by using my referral code, that is N_Huda. That's it for this. Thank you so much.